Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Declassify My Career, where I provide you with interview, resume, and overall career tips and tricks to help you further along your career path. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about that age-old interview question, tell me a bit more about yourself.
No!
Michael, are you good?
No!
Relax.
No!
It's gonna be okay. So surprisingly, or I guess not surprisingly to a lot of you, a lot of people really hate this question. In fact, if you don't like this question, tell me why down in the comments. Now, as far as I've been able to see, there's two different reasons why people usually don't like this question. Number one, they're thinking, this is a really waste of my time because I've given you my resume already, so clearly you should know about me and what I'm bringing to the table. And then on the other hand, there's people who are thinking, wow, that's such a broad, general question. Where do I start? What do you really want to know? How do I differentiate myself from other people that are interviewing? There's just so much going through their head. They don't really understand what they should be sharing, so they kind of panic. So if you're in either of those two camps, not to worry. In this video, I'm going to look to provide 3 keys on how to answer this question, as well as some background and insight into why hiring managers ask this question. And then I'm also going to share 2 key insights. One for young professionals who are just starting out, how they can answer this question, and one for professionals who've been in their fields for 6, 10, 15, 20 years, and how they can summarize or encapsulate all that experience and still address this question in a timely manner. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so before I give you these 3 keys that are going to help transform your response to this question, I want to give you a bit of a background behind what mindset the hiring managers are bringing into your interview. Because if you can see things from their perspective, you'll be able to better craft your response to their question and really hit home on what they're focusing on. So a hiring manager, when they hire a recruiter to work for them, the average salary for a recruiter is about $55,000. according to payscale.com. So you're paying an average of about $1,058 per week for this person to find you individuals for you to interview. Now, in addition to this charge of paying a recruiter, they also have to pay for their applicant tracking system, which can cost anywhere from $60 to $100 per recruiter that's using. And then in addition to that, they want to post their jobs on what we call job boards. So that's Career Builder, Indeed.com, Glassdoor, those types of sites. And that can cost anywhere from $100 per 30 days up to over $400 per 30 days, depending on what type of job board it is, what its specialties are, and what their requirements are. So as a hiring manager, you could potentially be paying $1,300 to over $2,200 per week to try to find the right applicant. Now, imagine yourself as the interviewer, right? You're coming in, you spent over $2,000 to meet this person. So you're sitting down with them, they're one of 4 people. You're hoping that the conversation is gonna be around what they can do for you and how they can help you with your special projects, or whether you build planes or whatever it is that you're a hiring manager for. You're figuring you're gonna start off by giving them an opportunity to share some information about themselves and to really highlight some things that maybe you didn't notice when you were reading on your resume. And you're like, tell me a bit more about yourself. And they have the nerve to talk about how they love their family vacations up north where they can drink Coca-Cola and chill out on sleds or whatever. Not ideal, right? Okay, so to help you avoid answering this question wrong, I have 3 rapid-fire tips for you that can help you answer this question. And then in addition to these 3 tips, I have some special notes, right? Just 2 special notes. One specifically for younger professionals going into the job market trying to answer this question, and one for experienced professionals that have been in the job market for a while and need to find a way to encapsulate all that experience into like a succinct answer. All right, tip number 1, in case you didn't catch it before, don't talk about your personal life and personal experiences, right? If it's not related to the job that you're going to be interviewing for, don't mention it. Now, this first special tip is for these young professionals, right? So when you're going into your interview and they ask you, tell me more about yourself, what you want to do is summarize your most recent work and or educational experiences, right? So if you just graduated, you want to be like, I just graduated from X university with X degree, and I had a project or presentation on this. And while I was there, I had an internship here, or I did X or whatever, and I'm hoping to utilize this experience in combination with my passion for, whether it's if you're in sales, so my passion for people, or my passion for execution, or my passion for achieving, whatever it is, you'll want to highlight one strength of yours that's directly related to the duties of this particular job to contribute and grow with your company, right? So that's what your kind of general response is going to be, and you'll craft into like a nice elevator pitch. And so that kind of leads me into tip number 2. Think of your responses as an elevator pitch. So 60 to 90 seconds, right? That's usually how long it takes to ride an elevator. That's the length of time with which you're gonna wanna be using to craft this particular response. You want it to feel like a story, right? You're telling the interviewer your professional story of, hey, this is what I've been doing, this is what I'm up to, this is my strength, so to speak, and I'm hoping I can bring this to you to help contribute to what you all are doing and make a difference. All right. So tip number 3, all right, so you're not talking about personal things, and you're gonna approach this as an elevator pitch. The tip number 3 is you want to think of what you're telling the interviewer as a quick summary of yourself as a professional, where you get to highlight key aspects about yourself. So when someone reads a resume, you've technically highlighted these different keys and attributes about yourself, but people read differently. So what you want to do is take this opportunity to really highlight what you want to bring out about yourself as a professional. And then special key tip for my long-term professionals out there, because obviously you all hear this question, you're thinking, I've been working in the industry for 10, 15, 20 years. How do you expect me to summarize all of that work experience into like a 2-minute, 90-second elevator pitch? So not to worry. What you'll want to do is summarize with the years of experience, and then talk about how you want to bring that experience to their group. So it's going to sound something like, you have X number of years of experience in the field, which is giving you key insights into your area of expertise and has allowed you great opportunities to execute your skills in blank. Then you want to end it off with something like, I'm excited about this opportunity to share this experience with you and make a difference at your company if given the opportunity. Okay, all. So those are my 3 tips along with my 2 key insights for the specializations within your professional experience. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, as well as click that little bell so that you can be notified about other videos I'm going to be bringing forth for you all. Please feel free to leave comments below, questions. I'm going to try to get to them all. And tell me about other questions you might have. What are some other career insights or interview questions that you have that you feel people haven't answered adequately, or if you have an interview coming up and you're not sure about something, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video just for you all. So take care. I hope you have a great rest of your day.